This week, Nate digs up Milwaukee Secrets at the patent office.
Makita's new XGT Auger gets way too close to this guy's foot.
Everyone reviews the new Ryobi Track Saw.
And James fills one of our giveaway shelves with $2 grand worth of ego.
This is your Power Tool Week in Review.
Today's episode is brought to you by Ohio Power Tool, Pro Tools, Pro Service at the best prices at ohiopowertool.com. And Skill, the tools to do the job, the technology to do it better.
Welcome back, Power Tool fans. I'm Rob.
And I'm Sarah, and I bet our set looks a little bit different today.
That's because this week, we're here at TTI International in South Carolina, home of Hart, Rigid, and Ryobi, the three most all-caps power tool companies in the world.
Which is why we think that their other brother is up in Wisconsin.
Yeah, probably. We're here this week because Sarah and I were asked to host a Hart Talk Shop live event for Walmart, which was insanely fun.
And an all-new outdoor power equipment event with Hart, where we got to try their all-new riding lawnmower.
Now, if you missed any of that, we'll be sure to put links in the description below.
But we need to get to the news, where we're starting with ProjectFarm. Todd decided it was time to go shopping for a ton of circular saws, build a torture device for them, and see which one survives. Todd must have had a coupon this week as he brought home examples from Flex, Milwaukee, Bosch, Makita, DeWalt, Cobalt, Works, Ryobi, Craftsman, and Rigid. He then proceeds to test them for cutting speed, maximum torque, blade speed, vibration, blade break, weight, and more. Todd has never been accused of phoning it in, but this week he really put in a lot of work to give each saw its best shot. And of course, in the end, there were winners and losers, but he's careful to take not only power and performance into account, but cost and value as well. If you're looking to add a new circular saw to your collection, you should stop off at ProjectFarm first.
Our buddy Nate over at DoresoomReviews has been digging around the patent office again, this time for Milwaukee Secrets, and he found more than a few. Now, just like Nate, we always like to remind you guys that patents rarely turn into new products, but it's still fun to imagine what might be just down the road. And Nate sure found some good ones. There were new patents expanding on the M18 coil nailer that he found last year, which is always a good sign. A few Gen 4 drills, a pistol grip knockout punch, and easily the most important, a pack-out mug.
You mean it actually clicks into a pack out?
It clicks into a pack out. Milwaukee, you're doing the Lord's work. Keep it up. For many, many more Milwaukee tidbits, head over to Doresoom Tool Reviews.
The torque testing team over at TorqueTestChannel normally spends their days testing and documenting the stats of impact wrenches, but occasionally do silly science things like adding that two-stroke motor to their Milwaukee high torque. But today they're teaming up with Harrison Hobbies to do something even more irresponsible. Awesome. Their plan is to use a 120 volt to 18 volt transformer and wire it into a counterfeit Milwaukee battery, and then use it to supercharge their 1-inch D handle from Milwaukee. Genius, right? Kids, do not try this at home. The short version is yes, they can get more power out of an outlet, and the improvement seemed to surprise the TTC team as much as it surprised us. But as Torque notes,
the sketch factor on this House of Horrors box is off the charts.
and he's not wrong. Things absolutely get sketchy, which is why you should watch the full thing at TorqueTestChannel.
Back on March 2nd, we announced the launch of the all-new Ryobi Track Saw, surprising all of us mainly because we were all still waiting for Milwaukee, Ryobi's corporate pro-level sibling, to launch theirs first, which of course they didn't do until the end of the month, right here on Belts and Boxes. Well, the Milwaukee version is still, let's say, being assembled, but the Ryobi found its way into the hands of several of our favorite tool reviewers this week, and they all had a lot of good things to say about it. First, on the 5th, Clint over at ToolReviewZone got his hands on the latest Ryobi tech, reviewed the features, put it to work, and decided it was real nice-like.
That is not how he says it.
Yeah, I've tried and I can't do it. His only complaint was with the stock blade, which is always an easy fix. Then 2 days later, Vince over at VCG Construction took a turn, and after using it for a while, he thinks that the Ryobi makes a great first track saw, allowing you to make perfectly straight cuts without breaking the bank. And then finally, on the 9th, Tim Johnson at Shop Tool Reviews put the Ryobi track saw to work and found it to be a capable track saw and agreed it's a great DIY solution and the price simply can't be beat. We'll be sure to link to all 3 reviews below.
We have a few more videos that we need to get to this week, but first we're gonna go shopping. We need to spend $2,000 on new power tools for our production crew monthly giveaway.
If you're new to the channel, once a month we go live and randomly choose a channel member who gets to pick from one of 4 shelves, each loaded with over $2,000 worth of new power tools.
This month, we reached out to our buddies at Hayes Machinery all the way over in the UK and asked them to pick out $2,000 worth of EGO tools, and here's how it went.
So Sarah and Rob have asked me to choose the EGO Shelf. Shelf. Yes, $2,000 worth of EGO equipment. It's not just an EGO Shelf, it is the Hayes Shelf. Yes, we are a dealer in the UK of EGO equipment. We absolutely adore it, so who better to choose $2,000 worth of equipment? Let's crack right on and see what we've got. So first up, we have the 21-inch EGO mower. Yes, it's an absolute beauty. Cut, collect, and mulch. Love them, great mowers. It comes with a 7.5 amp hour battery and the fast charger. Next up is the 16-inch chainsaw. Yes, 16 inches of pure awesomeness to be able to cut all of your trees up. And the best garden tool of them all, yes, the Powerhead unit, the multi-tool, the multifunctional garden equipment tool that you can have where you can put lots of different attachments into the end, including the string trimmer, or as we like to call it, a strimmer. Love that, really useful, must have. The hedge trimmer, the long reach hedge trimming attachment, I use this regularly in my own garden. Highly recommended, really like it. The most amazing, absolutely incredible, yes, you are going to love this, which is the bristle brush attachment on concrete, tarmac, other hard surfaces. Absolute game changer. And their latest and greatest in blower apparatus. Yes, it's their best leaf blower they have produced. It is amazing, we love it. We reviewed it a few weeks ago. And the smallest implement in the EGO range is the little Nexus Escape. Yes, the little inverter up to 150 watt. It's one of my little favorites because I use it for my Alexa so that when we're having a barbecue, we can put Alexa in the garden. Works an absolute treat. So within this $2,000 of amazing EGO equipment, it also comes with a 7.5 amp hour battery and the 5 amp hour battery and the fast charger to power it all. So good luck to all of the Belts and Boxes channel members. I hope one of you enjoy all of these amazing EGO tools.
Thanks so much, James. Later today, we'll hop over to OhioPowerTool.com and get all of our EGO stuff ordered for this month's shelf. If you'd like to learn more about our channel member program, you can click the join button that shows up after you subscribe.
Wait, if they're all outdoor power equipment, will they still get Spider stuff?
Oh yeah, so we add Spider Pro accessories to every shelf so our winners can get the most out of their pro tools. So I don't see why we wouldn't do the same thing with EGO.
Okay, but how will they use a whole socket, circular blades, and stuff like that on a blower?
Very carefully.
Okay, don't do dumb stuff at home, kids. Hopping down to the other side of the planet, our buddy at Tools and Stuff got his hands on the new Makita 40V XGT Earth Auger, and again, I need this thing. I don't need to build a fence or anything, I just need to dig a bunch of holes with a giant power tool. You guys get me, right? Tell me I'm not crazy in the comments, please. Speaking of crazy, look at that monster. Why are you wearing flip-flops, Tools? You should really put on some Georgia boots. Georgia boots? No, they don't sponsor our channel. Don't worry, he eventually puts on some boots and then proceeds to dig some very big holes, likely trying to find his way here to the States. The new Makita proves to be incredibly powerful, making quick work of even heavy clay found in the land of the hobbits. You can see the full review over at Tools and Stuff.
The boys at Pro Tool Reviews have been incredibly impressed with the all-new flex rear handle circular saw. So much so that this week they decided to put it head-to-head with rear handles from Milwaukee, DeWalt, Makita, and its own sibling, the legendary Skill Saw. And in the end, they go so far as to declare the Flex to be the best cordless rear handle circular saw that you can buy in 2022, which is not a small deal. They credit the win to a solid design, well thought out features, and the 24-volt battery platform that clearly provides the power that the rear handle needs to work its way through a stack of OSB on the job site. You can find the full review at Pro Tool Reviews.
All right, before we go, we need to announce our new shop class.
Yeah, every month we choose a shop class somewhere in the States and lend them a hand through our Shop Class Heroes program. And this month we've chosen the Malad High School in Malad City, Idaho, thanks to Dale, who reached out to us about their shop class program that not only launched his career in metal fabrication, but it's also the program his younger brother is in right now. Dale will be reaching out to the class this week to find out how we can help with some new tools and consumables. Now, we always start with $1,000, but our members and tool companies often donate even more. We've already had 2 of our members generously donate $100 each, so we're at $1,200 already. We're going to be working with Skill this month to provide them with a bunch of new tools, and we'll show you what we send them in a couple weeks.
That's it for today. Special thanks to TTI, Hart, Rigid, and Ryobi for hosting us this week.
We also want to thank Skill and Ohio Power Tool for sponsoring this episode. Guys, we couldn't do it without you.
If you enjoyed the show, we'd appreciate a thumbs up, and if you loved it, we hope that you subscribe.
All right, guys, if you can, be kind to someone else this weekend, and we'll see you next week.